Today, we are diving deep into the Laravel toolbox to uncover some absolute gems that will make your code cleaner, faster, and honestly, just way cooler. But before we jump in, smash that subscribe button if you want more Laravel content like this. Let's start with something that will save you from writing tons of boilerplate code. Imagine you have a blog where every time someone comments on a post, you want to update the post timestamp to show it's recently active. This means every time you create, update, or delete a comment, you have to remember to manually touch the post. Miss it once and your recently active post feature is broken. But what if I told you there is a one-line solution that handles this automatically? Meet the touch property. Here is what is happening behind the scenes. Every time Eloquent saves, updates, or deletes your comment model, it automatically calls touch on the related post model. The touch property tells Laravel, hey, whenever this model changes, update the timestamps on these relationships too. This is so much better because 1. You write it once, and it works everywhere. 2. You can't forget to do it. 3. It even works when other developers working with you on the same project. They don't need to know about the touching logic. It's like having a personal assistant that never forgets. Now, here is where things get interesting. Sometimes you need to update a model, but you don't want to trigger all those model events like observers, listeners, the whole circus. Picture this real-world nightmare. You have a user model with an observer that sends a welcome email every time a user is created or updated. Now you are building an email verification system. So, every time someone verifies this email, they get another welcome email. Your users are going to hate you, and your email service is going to charge you for spam. You could disable the observer temporarily, but that's a messy and error-prone. Look at this solution. The record gets updated in the database, but no model events fire, no observers triggered, no listeners called, no side effects. It's like being a database ninja. You get in, make your changes, and get out without anyone noticing. Use this for system updates, background jobs, data migrations, or any time you need to update data without triggering business logic. Your future self will thank you when you are not debugging why emails are sending at weird times. Time to put on our detective hats. Ever needed to know if a specific field was changed before or after saving to the database? Here is a super common scenario. You have a user profile update form. You want to send a confirmation email only when someone changes their email address, not every time they update their bio, name, or any other field. This works, but it's clunky. You have to manually store the old value. And what if you need to check multiple fields? Your code becomes a mess of variable declarations. Here is the beautiful difference. Is dirty tells you what's about to change before you save. Perfect for login or validation. Was changed tells you what actually changed after saving. Perfect for sending notifications or triggering side effects. It's like having X-ray vision onto your model changes. No more manual comparisons, no more storing temporary variables. Laravel knows exactly what changed and when. Picture this disaster waiting to happen. We had to process 100,000 user records to update their subscription status based on payment history. Here is what happens behind the scenes. Laravel loads all 100,000 user records into memory at once, along with all the related payment data. Each user object might be 2 kilobytes in memory. So that's 200 megabytes just for the users plus relationships. Your server runs out of memory and crashes. Here is the beautiful part. Chunk only loads 1,000 users at a time. It processes them, releases them from memory, then load the next 1,000 users. Your memory usage stays flat the entire time. The job that crashed the server now runs smoothly using just 20 megabytes of memory. Lazy is even smarter. It creates PHP generator that yields one record at a time. It's like having a conveyor belt that only shows you one item at a time, instead of dumping the entire warehouse on your desk. For my next trick, I'll make the dreaded N+1 query problem disappear. You deploy this to production and suddenly your database is getting hammered. Laravel debug bar shows 147 queries on a single page. Your DBA is calling you asking why the database server is crying. Here is what makes load missing pure genius. It actually inspects your model to see what relationships are already loaded. If posts are already there, it won't reload them. If comments are missing, it loads just the comments. It's like having a smart assistant that only gets what you don't already have. And there you have it. Which trick surprised you the most? Drop a comment below and let me know. And if you learned something new, smash that like button and subscribe for more Laravel secrets. Thank you and see you in the next one.